need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Elliott, toss right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dalton's pass complete.
Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A throw over the middle taken in.
Dalton's pass complete to Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 30.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Give the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Dalton on the keeper.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball. Because
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this one quickly to Lamb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down.
Don't worry about it, baby. Ain't worried about it.
Is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10.
Get off the field.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And as As is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 7.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Andy Dalton. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when it happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So Dalton now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
You go like this.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Delayed game, offense.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Dalton off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action now. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Don't do us like that.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Fumble on the play.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
His kick is no good. That keeps the score, Cowboys.
I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Dallas.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And it'll be Dalton again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field.
A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
21.
Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out now come the Cowboys. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime in it. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10.
Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the 2nd half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the 1st half.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Game offense.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he only manages averages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
The Cowboy ball.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Finds an opening past the 40. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he bats it away, and it... Falls down, incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out here come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 30. Past the 20.
Yeah!
10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
At the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Here's Dalton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9.
touchdown. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 31, Dalton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The play fake. Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again.
Andy Dalton sacked.
That didn't appear to be a design safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A big mistake there. You just got the lead 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40.
Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
21-yard line.
Well, another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
41.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put them at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dalton and the offense now. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield.
Free kick out of bounds.
He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Big spot. Andy Dalton. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And disaster strikes here. This is going to be a safety in the final minute, and the defense may have just won this ball game. So what a crazy sequence of events right there. It ends up a safety, and that almost certainly is going to turn a W into a big L.
And a brutal L, too. Just when you think you've seen everything in this game, man, here's a safety in the final minute to turn a 1-point lead into a 1-point deficit. Now that's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Gets past him at the 10. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15.
Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle